We open in 1936, fascist Italy. The regime abducts a young boy, Tadzio De Santis, executing his family in cold blood. His life is taken over by an ominous Project One, aiming to engineer superhuman soldiers. His face, scarred and twisted by early experiments, will later define him as the ominous Red Skull. One scientist, Dr. Maria Vaselli, recoils in horror at the cruelty. She flees, relocating to the United States, carrying with her knowledge of the experimental process. Years pass. In the U.S., the government seeks volunteers for a top-secret military experiment. Operation Rebirth. They choose Steve Rogers, a frail young man afflicted with polio, judged too weak for the draft, yet brimming with patriotism. His determination overrides his physical limitations. Under controlled lab conditions, Steve undergoes the super soldier process. Against expectation, the treatment cures his ailments and elevates his strength, agility, and endurance far beyond human norms. Dr. Vaselli, in the project, is assassinated by a spy before she can replicate the serum on others. Steve emerges transformed. He is given a protective suit and a specially designed shield, his tools in a new life. He becomes Captain America, a living symbol of valor, duty, and hope. World War II is raging. Captain America is deployed to Italy on a daring mission to sabotage a missile launch by the Red Skull, now wielding power in shadow. Inside the rocket facility, Cap confronts the Skull. Their clash is fierce, hand to hand. At one point, Cap is tied to the missile itself, caught in a desperate gambit. In a twist of survival, he forces Skull's hand, literally, and the Skull severs his own limb to avoid being launched. Cap manages to alter the missile's trajectory, diverting it from Washington, D.C., and instead sending it to crash in an icy wilderness. A young boy in D.C., Thomas Kimball, photographs the masked hero in flight. That photo will cascade into decades of mystery and myth. Then, Cap is lost, buried and frozen under Alaskan ice, suspended in time. Decades pass. In the early 1992, a research team in Alaska discovers the frozen body of Captain America. They thaw him, revive him, but the world he wakes to is alien, technologically advanced, socially and politically transformed. Confused and disoriented, Cap flees from the lab, encountering hostile agents and forces aligned with Red Skull's legacy. He meets Sam Kolowetz, a driven reporter who has long sought the truth behind the masked savior. Sam recognizes the figure from the old photograph and guides Cap through the modern world. Cap tries to reconnect with his past. He tracks down his wartime love, Bernie Stewart, but nothing is the same. She is older, married, with a daughter named Sharon. She gives Cap tapes recorded history, news, memories, so he can catch up with what he missed in the decades of his sleep. Meanwhile, Red Skull, having adopted new identities and built power in the shadows, aligns with General Fleming, architect of a military-industrial complex. Their plot: to assassinate or manipulate President Tom Kimball, installing a puppet regime and controlling global power. Cap and Sharon begin unraveling the Skull's identity. They discover Dr. Vaselli's diary, clues pointing to Tadzio De Santis as the Skull's original identity. At the same time, Valentina De Santis, daughter of the Skull, leads the Skull's forces. She dispatches agents after Cap, Sharon, and Sam. Danger follows every step. Cap and Sharon visit the childhood home of the De Santis family. In a hidden room, they find a recording Tadzio's execution of his family, evidence of his deep trauma, transformation, and his path toward becoming the Red Skull. They face ambush. Valentina's assassins strike. Sharon is captured intentionally, creating a diversion to free Cap's approach to the Skull's stronghold. Cap must act. President Kimball is abducted by Skull's agents. Cap suits up once more. He prepares to storm Skull's lair, rescue Kimball and Sharon,